Otak brings me to Muar. Many people outside of Malaysia do not know the city Muar. But for people who knows the existence of Muar, they all tell me that Muar is the food heaven in Johor. When I broke news that I'm going to Muar on Facebook, many of them told me not to miss the food there. And almost everyone tells me to eat Otak. So you can say, Otak brings me to Muar. Other than Otak, my research into the food in Muar tells me that the noodle Mee Bandung actually originated in Muar itself. I don't know what Mee Bandung is actually all about, so this is the first thing that I'm looking for. My search for the famous Mee Bandung brings me onto the Muar Bridge. The restaurant is just across the river where I'm staying. Muar Bridge is a long bridge, very long. I guess I'm too late, or that's too cloudy to see sunset. So the sun has already set. I'm now going for the best Bandung Mee in Muar. Okay, so don't ask me what's Bandung Mee yet, because I've heard so much, but I've not I got no idea okay what Bandung Mee is. It is a 20 minutes walk from here. A single road, straight road. Just that it's about a kilometer away. Yeah. So now I'm walking on the southernmost bridge. So this is the Muar River. So that's the most important river in Muar. It takes me quite a while to walk to the opposite bank where the restaurant is located. And from there, it is another 800-meter walk. To be frank, I am a little bit apprehensive of walking along the road, yeah, which has got no pavement. I think I better make a U-turn, man. I'm not totally comfortable with that. I hit a roadblock when I may have to walk the rest of the 800 meters just next to a highway. I do not actually feel very comfortable walking along it, especially the road is not too well lit at night. In the end, I just have to give it up looking for that Mee Bandung restaurant. It's too bad for me. I just have to find alternative food. Well, I think safety is more important. I'm back on the bridge again. Going back. It is now very late when I reach Muar from Malacca. I checked in and make a foot-out walk to find Mee Bandung, and finally walk back to Muar city center again empty-handed. I look around me on Google Map on where is the nearest food I can find. Niu Hokkien Mee, which I have pinned on my Google Map, is just round the corner where I stay. I fear stores in Muar shops close very early. I saw it. Niu Chao Xia Mian. Okay, let me cross the road. So I quickly rushed there. So this is my first food in Muar. The owner of Niu Hokkien Mee unfortunately has closed the shop for the day. 炒虾面给我一个。下面对。I can see that his kitchen and wok are all cleaned up properly and ready to close for the day. Probably seeing how I was rushing into his store and panting, the owner of Niu Hokkien Mee probably takes pity of me and make an exception. I also told him that I come all the way overseas to try his food, and maybe my sincerity touched him and he decided to open his wok again. Hokkien Mee is one of my favorite food back home. One thing I observed is that as I go more and more south of Malaysia towards Singapore, the food is getting more and more similar to Singapore way of cooking. That said, the Malaysia Northern Penang Hokkien Mee is so different from the way that Singapore prepared. The Hokkien noodle may have the same name, but the dish and looks taste completely different between Singapore and Penang. From the way Niu cooks and the smell exuding from his cooking, I know what I will be expecting. There is this feeling of familiarity as he tosses and fries his noodle. Both Niu and I chatted a bit. Probably the state of Johor, in which Muar district is located, is near Singapore. There are quite a lot of common topics we are able to chat on. Squeeze it. Compared to the Singapore version, this version is not as moist and laddy. I will just take it as these are different. Our Niu Hokkien noodle tastes so much like the good ones that I have back home. If you are into chili spicy, you can always challenge Niu's chili. It is so too spicy for me. And I just have to scoop the chili aside. The chili is too spicy, so just noodle without chili. My Hokkien noodle cost 12.50 ringgit. MCA Bentayan food court. The owner of Niu and his wife are such nice people. In our conversation, they tell me where to go and give me a general orientation of this town, Muar. Given that many of the places are already closed by the time I reach Muar, and all the restaurants that I pinned on the Google map are already closed, Niu and his wife told me to try my luck at Bentayan Food Court. The name Bentayan Food Court is based on the street located there. This food court is located a few blocks away from Niu Hokkien Noodle store, and this food court has operated for quite some time since 1980. Bentayan Food Court is the biggest food court in Muar. There are around 20 to 30 stores. Almost every store in the food court are time-tested stores. This place is like all the good food in Muar, all caught in one big net. Bentayan from outside and even inside looks like any other food center in the entire Malaysia. Since my friends all says must eat otak when I'm here, and there are a couple of otak stores selling here, I just randomly picked store number 7 to eat. After all, I can't wait but to dive into the store the moment I see otak. The owner of the otak store generously let me film the entire otak grilling process. The otak is grilled over charcoal. This is actually how we do it when I was young. Fun fact, I did actually help out in an otak store when I was young. Nowadays, I do not see otak prepared in this manner. They somehow are prepared and grilled in the central kitchen and magically appear at the store as finished products in Singapore. Wow! Look at the 1 ringgit price tag. This is exactly the kind of price that we eat decades ago. Muar, as I read, is still one of the cheapest place to eat in Johor. 6味汤有没有啊？啊？给我一个。I foresee my otak might be spicy, 冷的 so I get ready my ice dessert just in case. I order a cheng teng costing 3 ringgit. Now, I'm ready to eat. The otak here is served on a used newspaper, and the cheng teng just stand by in case the spicy fury takes place in my mouth later. Looks wise, the otak look identical as what I'm eating in Singapore. The marinated fish meat is sandwiched in between the coconut leaves held on by the staplers. But taste-wise, compared to the Singapore version, it has got lots more fish content in there and a little bit more spicy. Muar main town center at night can be depressingly quiet. The brightly lit Baker's Cottage cake shop looks like a beacon in the night. One. So this is cost 8 ringgit. I got to prepare myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Self-service.
Self-service. Oh. I went inside this confectionery and I got tempted by the cake. I was eager to try out the red velvet cake, but too bad there's no promotion on it. So I ended up with the white cake with coffee. Nighttime in Muar can be very, very quiet. The only thing I can think of is just to crash into an air conditioner place and eat. The entire dessert with coffee set cost 8 ringgit. You must have it. Everyone I talk to says when I mention Mee Bandung. The Malay word Bandung means mixed in English. As I have never come across Mee Bandung before, it really piqued my interest. I decided to try another Mee Bandung restaurant after my failed attempt last night. There's no way I am going to leave Muar without tasting Mee Bandung. Just like there's no way that I can leave Muar without tasting Muar's Otak. But no way I'm going to walk on the bridge on a hot day. I walked past Wan San Cafe, which is about less than a kilometer from where I stay. Wait. Okay, you. Hello. Pagi. The coffee shop setup is a very aged kopitiam one. The walls are fully plastered with famous people and celebrities who patronize this place. When I do my research during my editing, it seems this place is one of the landmarks of Muar, where Mee Bandung purportedly originated since 1960s. The uncle manning the place graciously allowed me to film his cooking process. From where I'm standing, the cooking is pretty laborious and slow. Each dish seems to be a masterpiece from the chef. My order is one of the chef's first order, and looking from the lens of a city dweller where food in my city is produced in a conveyor belt factory-like manner, I really wonder how this shop would manage to survive. But I am terribly wrong. I fail to comprehend that is where the beauty of a slow life in a slow city comes into the picture. I cannot rush the chef, and anyway, he has his own thinking and way anyhow. The chef is very friendly and chatty, and we do quite a bit of side talk while he's doing his cooking. Camera, video. Berapa? Seribu. This I call is leisure living.
Chicken, Mee Bandung, nasi goreng ayam.
Okay. Thank you. Finally, my Mee Bandung is served. What exactly is Mee Bandung? At first glance, from the internet pictures, it looks like a power-up mee rebus that we normally eat back home. But the moment I start tasting Mee Bandung, I could taste traces of mee rebus, curry noodle, and even Nonya Laksa. And to top it off, there is a delicious KFC-style fried chicken and a poached egg. I could even taste dry shrimps inside the dish. Very comforting. A little bit on the sweet side. Now I quite understand what the word Bandung comes about. I can tell you there are a plethora of tastes in Mee Bandung. But once you get used to the first taste, you are able to enjoy different tastes bombarding your taste buds. Surrounding me is the wall plastered completely with celebrities that I don't even know. I was told that the Sultan of Johor loves this Mee Bandung dish and patronized some time back. The entire meal cost 13 ringgit. And I sweep clean the entire dish. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.